Hey guys, welcome to another Let's Play here on AregGaming. It's Strategic Tuesday, which means another strategic game. Today we're playing Rise of Nations Extended Edition. So Rise of Nations was originally launched in May 2003, developed by Big Huge Games and published by Microsoft. And it was re-released last year as the extended edition on Steam. And of course, as you can imagine, the extended edition featured upgraded graphics and textures, Steam integration like Steam trading cards, achievements and stuff like that. They also added Twitch streaming, and they also added new multiplayer servers. So Rise of Nations, like Age of Empires 2 and most other RTS games of that time, had both single-player campaigns and normal solo battles. So we're just going to have a quick look at the campaigns here. So we have Alexander the Great, Napoleon, the New World, the Cold War, and the entire world. So the first four are very time specific. They follow a certain era of history, or they follow a certain character in history. While as when you play the entire world campaign, you start in the first age, which is called the Ancient Age. And you can go all the way up until the Information Age. It's very fun, actually. So maybe we'll do a campaign of that one day. Maybe we'll do all four, or all five, I should say. We'll see. But today, I thought I'd just show you the game. So we're just going to do a normal battle. So last time when we played Age of Empires 2, I couldn't really provide that much commentary because I needed to focus to win, since my ally was quite useless. So today we're going to reduce the difficulty so I can talk to you guys more easily. Normally I play on tough or tougher, usually tough. The AI is actually pretty good in this game. I've never managed to beat the AI on toughest, but that may just be because of the way I like to play RTS games. Because the way you're supposed to play them is supposed to, harass the enemy as soon as you can, prevent them from acquiring resources and building more units and stuff like that. But I always like to take my time, build up a huge army, and then have a big huge battle. But as you can imagine, that's not the way the pros would play. Let's just put it that way. So we're going to do 2 versus 2 again. I'll be playing as the Americans. We'll do deathmatch resources, so we'll start with tons of resources. Conquest, elimination, and victory, which means that you have to completely destroy the opponent to win. Population is still only 200. I wish they had improved that like they did with the Age of Empires 2 remaster. But then again, this wasn't developed by the same studio, or the remaster, I should say, wasn't done by the same studio. So this remaster was done by Skybox Labs. So I think that's all the rules settled, so we're just going to start. Of course, every faction has their own unique units, but some of the unique units may be limited to a certain age. For example, if you play as the Romans, you can build legionaries, as you would imagine, but you can only build the legionaries during, you know, the classical age, which it was when the Roman Empire actually existed. And of course when the legionaries existed. So the difference between Age of Empires 2 and this is that you never really run out of resources, like trees can't be chopped down, you don't need to replant farms and stuff like that all the time, and citizens will automatically find something to do. As you can see there, I only had instructed one of them to build a temple, but the two other who were idle joined in. Volume might be a bit too high, so I'm going to adjust that. There we go. So, in Age of Empires 2, you advanced through the ages by building certain buildings, which unlocked the age advancement tech. In Rise of Nations, it's slightly different, so all you need is to build a library where you research all of your technology. And then once you've researched a certain amount of things, then you can advance through the ages. As you can see here, we just reached the classical age, and in order to reach the medieval age, I need to research 4 more things. Just going to build these things quickly. There we go. Right, so the bottom research tree here is the science research tree. This is where, well, you improve your science basically, and that unlocks new buildings such as the lumber mill. It also unlocks new technologies that you can research at the actual buildings themselves. So let me just show you the lumber mill. And it also reduces the research cost of all research, or library research, I should say. And it allows your scouts, cities, and lookouts to see further, and increases the bonus when exploring ruins. So, when you scout, which is this guy, he scouts the map automatically as well. So again, very handy, unlike Age of Empires 2, where you had to manually scout the map with your scouting unit. But anyway, when he's scouting the land, he might occasionally come across ruins, like this one here, and it will give you a resource bonus. So, as you saw there, I got 75 wealth. If I keep on researching science, the bonus I get will keep on increasing. So the second bottom skill tree here is the commerce skill tree. It unlocks economic buildings, like the market here. And it increases your commerce limit. So as you can see, the commerce limit is currently 100. And I'm currently earning 70 wood every 30 seconds and 60 food every 30 seconds. again, the music all of a sudden goes very loud. There we go. So yeah, I'm earning 70 wood every half a minute and 60 food every half a minute. The limit is 100 currently because of the commerce limit. If you go above the limit, you will actually get a penalty, which means that you will actually earn less than you should because of the penalty. Let's see, what should we build next? Yes, wonders. So you have wonders in this game as well. Unlike wonders in Age of Empires, though, they don't. They're actually useful. The wonders provide bonuses. As you can see here, this Colossus increases my wealth rate by 30%, increases population limit by 50%, and increases commerce limit for wealth and timber by 50%. Usually takes more time to build these things, but because I am the Americans, one of the faction bonuses is that the first wonder you build is instantly built. So the second top skill tree here is the Civics skill tree. So the Civics skill tree increases the number of cities you are allowed to build. So see in the top corner here that I am allowed to build 2 cities, and I have built 1 so far. So we're going to go ahead and build the second city here. We need some mining, so this is a good location. So the Civics research skill tree also expands your border. You can see my border going there, the blue line. Normally, you can win the game by having a certain amount of territory. So if you control like 60% of the map, for example, for a certain amount of time, you can win, but we've set the rules to winning by conquest only, so that won't happen in this video. Then the top research skill tree is the military one. As you can imagine, the military one unlocks military buildings. And I think I'm just going to disable the music, to be honest, because this is getting a bit annoying. So yeah, it unlocks military buildings, and it also increases your population limit. Population limit is up in the top right corner as well, next to the city limit. So we'll build a mine there. If you want, you can also rename all of your cities, but I'm not gonna bother with that. Let's get some trade going. Oh, and you can build like a Senate as well. Senate allows you to choose the way you want your faction to be ruled, so whether you want to be like a tyrant or a republic to begin with, and then eventually you can go for democracy or monarchy or capitalism or socialism. I usually go for the right-hand side ones. So the right-hand side ones, so you know, republic, democracy, and capitalism, provide economic bonuses, while the left-hand one provides military bonuses. So, for example, despotism reduces military research cost and makes barracks units 15% cheaper. We'll go for economic bonuses, so we'll go for the republic. So now that we've covered research, let me talk you through the resources of the game. So you have, of course, food, you have timber, you have metal, and you have wealth, and you have knowledge. So timber is gained from, well, woodcutters' camps. Food from farms, you can also gain it from fish, but that's generally unsafe because of enemy ships and stuff. And you have knowledge. So knowledge is only really needed for research, at least until the final age, or the 2 final ages or so. And research is produced by creating scholars at universities. So we're just going to do that. There we go. And let's build the Colosseum. So wealth is generated by your trade routes, of course, and by merchants. So merchants, what they do is that, so on the map there are several rare resources. Here's one. Here's salt. Now salt reduces cost of barrack troops by 15%. There are several of them on the map. Let's see if I can find another one. Here's one. Wool. Citizens produce 33% faster and 50% cheaper. If you want to gain those bonuses, you just send a merchant to the resource. As you can see, they also provide like 10 timber and 10 knowledge every 30 seconds, but that's not why you want to do this. You want to acquire the rare resources for the bonuses. Oh, and training, and becoming either a republic or a despotism or monarchy or democracy or whatever also gives you like the special general. If he dies, he just respawns more or less at the Senate after a certain amount of time. So he's a freebie general. So we're going to go up to the gunpowder age now. Let's get some more merchants. Another way to earn wealth is through taxation. Taxation is researched at your temple. The amount of tax you gain is depends on the size of your territory. The bigger your territory is, the more tax you gain. As you can see here, the buildings automatically modernize themselves as you go through the ages, which is a nice touch. My wonder has completed. Let's build one city there. And the clothes of the civilians as well also update themselves. Again, nice touch.